This one is gonna be called Jürgen.
And Jürgen is going to receive the good old classic Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 color scheme.
And with that, welcome back to Leafy Lake Zoo in our franchise, which is inspired by the good old Leafy Lake map of Rollercoaster Tycoon 1. Today we're going to add some more new animals into our park, and we are also going to do some more nostalgia kicks. Special thanks to our sponsor of today's video and the sponsor of the channel. Instant Gaming is a wonderful platform on which you can get your favorite games to a great value. Here you've got 24/7 support, you've got over 10,000 games at your hand, and you can find them very simple via a search bar, just like our Planet games over here. Or if you fancy, have a look at Cities, for example. Everything is here, including all the DLCs you wish to have. So special thanks again to Instant Gaming. Link is in the description. If you want to grab a game, please click there and have fun, as you've already seen from the thumbnail. But before we start, there are a couple of things I left off with last time. So let me just pause the game real quick to make the best of the weather, because I don't want to have it too dark while building. We're going to have a little bit of a time lapse in a couple of seconds, but first of all, we have to do a couple of things, because I have named the animals just to show you. There are already some animal names in here. We have got Maurice, Kitty, Entertainer 1, which I thought was a brilliant idea to just call them exactly like it was in the first game at some point when you added new entertainers. Mara, Melvin, Heinrich, and Timon. We also had our staff members named. I think let's have a little look into our staff members. We have Hanro as our keeper. Jürgen is one of our caretakers, and we also have to name another caretaker, Wolfgang. There you go. And this one over here is gonna be, let me just gonna see. This one is gonna be Jakob. The reason for that is that there was a suggestion to only take a lot of German names, because that one gives some German vibes. I don't know why, but I found it hilarious to name them just like after the typical old German names. But we still need a lot more names. There were a couple of other very nice name suggestions in there for other animals, for those we don't have in the zoo right yet. So we're going to focus on that one. But today we are branching out here to the left-hand side a little, or maybe to the right-hand side, I'm not entirely sure, maybe both, I don't know, but we are going to have something really nice at the end of the episode, which, funny enough, you already know I don't, because you have already seen the thumbnail, and I haven't done this yet. It's a little bit of a time warping thing over here happening, but we are going to have some fun with that. So yeah, as I said last time, I did a little oopsie here by forgetting to put down donation boxes. I have done that in the meantime, saw your comments about this, and let me just quickly reinforce that I really do need your comments on this series. I want to really do as much as I can to make it really fun to watch for you, and also make sure that you guys enjoy it the most possible. And this is why let's do some hilarious things. Let's just do some fun things, like, for example, go in here, see that one. This is the information center counter. Let's say info left of entrance, because why not? Okay, so this is sweet. And that one, well, let me just see, that's that one. So this is the right info. I mean, right, that's it. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, right, so we do know it. And if you go from the other side, it doesn't make any sense, because then it's left and right, but that's the drill. That's what we do. We obviously have to get rid of this terrible situation over here with the dome and stuff. I just hope that in the future they will be able to just not do this. And I had a very good idea how to overcome the issue. I just haven't found out if I want to do this, but I thought it might be interesting if we can place 2 entrances for 1 habitat. So I have no idea if that works, but this is something we are doing in the real-time part over here. And then afterwards, I'll be doing a little bit of a time-lapse for the building part. But I thought, if we have this thingy over here, so why not? I have to just drag that all the way here. It's going to be a bit tricky to find the right spot. I'm just going to try to do it like so. And then we're going to drag this thing all the way here to connect. Sweet. And now let's see if we can make the viewing dome just go, okay, so I have to do it from the other. I'm not sure if it's going to hide away entirely as I was hoping it is going to be doing. So let's see. To the other side. Okay, so I mean, technically that works. I'm not sure if I can drag it any further to to the side. I think I have to just... Okay, it's a little bit of a finicky thing here, but I'm just going to drag it a tiny bit forward a little. Oh, it's going to be hard to find exactly how wide it can be. Yeah, it's going to be this, I guess. Okay, not quite. I'm just going to place it down to see if that works. Now, it doesn't stick out to the back. It does stick out to the front quite a little bit. But I think, you know, what we could do is we could just try to incorporate that into the design of the slide. I mean, it's not like it's... Yeah, it's, you know, it's actually fine. I think it's not even too shabby. It's actually pretty decent in that way. Is it? Yeah, it's clicking in here a little. I mean, I could drag the whole thing up a little in terms of covering that. But what I want to try is what happens, and I do hope that the game is not going to be crashing right now. If I delete this, does this still handle it? Okay, so it's within the habitat. People can still go here. Sweet. And now let's see. Okay, multiple dome entrances. And I can't do that. Okay, so I thought that was gonna work, but it's not. I mean, we have to get rid of the other one then. But that would make actually the slide be a thing that works. And now, actually, can I move this thing myself? So you know what I would need to do? I think this would be way more easy than what I've just done. Let's delete this thing. And then, okay, we do know that this doesn't work, but I'm just going to drag these things away and just get rid of them. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Just gonna do that later, whatever, doesn't really matter. What I need to do now is to go to, habitate. Is it barriers? It's barriers, I'm stupid. Okay, and now, oops, there's one left. How did I even leave this there? It's Leafy Lake. Okay, this is why. Never mind. See, bad jokes are part of the series too. You are here for bad jokes too, okay? I can't really move this anywhere. Okay, so in terms of width, can I sink this into the ground maybe? I can also not do this. I mean, I could, but then again... See, it's a little bit of a pity that I can't really slide it in, you know? I can't really slide it in the way I want to. So if I click that like so, is that... How's the back looking here? Okay, it's just a tiny fraction outside of it. But I guess I like it over here. It doesn't block anything else. It's just sweet the way it is. Okay, sweet. Now, I'm gonna do this because I think this will handle a couple of issues simultaneously. So what we're going to do is we're going to enlarge this to this point. We're going to change the gate, but that should not be too much of a big issue. So we are just going to tackle the door. And we're just going to move the door over to this side. So it's going to be here. Like this. Like, there you go. Oh my god, what was that? That was the door from hell. Now, let's just do it this way. And then we slide it all the way over here. Bring that into a nice position. There goes nothing. Okay, wow, that's wonderful. Just going to place this down here. Sweet. And then we have to remove this thing a little and to maybe just put that over here. And I have to really quickly... Okay, well, that didn't work. I just have to figure out where's the pathway at this point. Okay, so I guess this is the easiest way of connecting those two, I guess. Can I... How the hell can I not connect this? So is there any path over here? There's not. So why on earth can I not connect these two areas? Where's the point? Okay, so hold on. Why is that not connecting? I mean, this makes no sense whatsoever. Okay, is there anything width-wise for? It's fine. Is there any path in here I should know of? Okay, we have to... You know what we have to do? We have to do the railing on ground path just to see if there's anything happening. So there's a path over here. Ah, look at that. This is what I was just... That was just what I was looking at. Good stuff. Okay, I'm just going to do it this way in order to understand where I can put these things for the kids. So let's put that one here, and this one just goes all the way to the side here, so kids can still access this. I do hope it's not going to create like this awkward stuff again, but I'm just going to delete this bit. I think this is fine if I do it that way, and then we're just going to copy this one over, so that is sweet. Just let's see if I can move a little of the grass here, just so it's not gonna be... Yeah, well, I'm just gonna do it this way, and there you go. Move it all over. It can be a little bit grown there. Why not? Just leave that open. Okay, it's fine the way it is. And now let's just again say ground, there you go, is gone, and we have to edit the barrier here, so we do have the connection to this side, and then we have to connect the other one over here. Why did that not just work? Okay, fine, we've done this, and what we unfortunately have to do is getting rid of this dome entrance over here. Whoops. Where the hell is the entrance? There you go. Okay, we can delete this one pretty much. Where's the roof? Didn't I have a roof over here? Wait a sec. Is anything done over here? Okay. Right. This is all done, right? Okay, and this is now deleted. Okay, fine. What? I'm still confused to why this didn't have a roof, but it's fine. I mean, we are just going to create one if needed, you know, whatever. There's a roof. Awesome. Great. Nicely done. Looks fine. And it also did leave us, hopefully, with a little bit of traffic issues are gone. This one does work now. Facility has power. Do we have a dome connected? Place dome, viewing dome 5. Can we just rename this thing, please? This is the Meerkat close up eye level thingy. Okay, so this is how we call that one. And now it's time to branch out into the time-lapse. Way too long already talky talk from me. So let's have a little fun in the time-lapse. I talk to you after the cut. Alright, here we go in the speed build, and I gotta admit from the beginning on, this is a lot more than I expected to do. I was on a roll. I really had a lot of fun building this, and just for the good vibes only, we are going to talk about the plans of this series. So first of all, big thanks to all of you that you've been so active in the comments, and I just want to reinforce that you can put down all the names, all the ideas, suggestions, and maybe one thing I should add, all your nostalgia elements you may want to see. You've maybe seen that weird poll I've put out on YouTube a couple of days ago, which was just for the funsies. I found it very interesting to see how confused people were, and just to quote from that, I'm just going to go in the poll right now before we talk about the beaver and raccoon habitat, actually, which is going to be created on screen, just in case you were wondering. This is going to be the beaver and raccoon habitat, and we will also have a dromedary habitat rather soon, even though no one really said something about the dromedary. But the poll obviously voted for frogs, which frogs stand for the swan ride, whatever. The pool was the Ferris wheel, the Ferris wheel, actually. The go-karts were the merry-go-round, and the shooting range was for the mini-golf. I was like, you know, it's too obvious. These pictures, like, speak for themselves, so I wanted to do a little bit of a confusing thing, and it has gone to over 2,500 votes, which is insane. I think this is one of the highest participations in any vote I have done so far, so that's been said. I really loved seeing how you guys were confused about the naming, and people were actually confusing what is going on with me. But I can tell you what is going on with me. I changed my mind, okay? I think in order to progress with this series and all my other theories, it is now time to do the opposite of what's going on in the world right now. Just be good vibing, okay? From now on, this is the series of good vibes, of nostalgia. We all put ourselves back into the situation of being a little child playing this 2D isometric Rollercoaster Tycoon, and all our problems were based on how much money we can make off umbrellas, or how we can put everyone in the lake and see them drowning, or what happens if we call a guest Michael Schumacher, or for example Chris Sawyer, or how many roller coasters we can make and crash together. So many of these things that were important to us, these were the biggest struggles we had in our daily life. So let's take these 30-ish minutes every time we have an episode and bring you guys back into the mood that we had back then. So a bit more vibey music, a bit more of these topics in the videos. Let's just make ourselves comfy with what we are going to do on Leafy Lake. And I want to make this like a project where you can really think of the funny talks we had, the funny namings we did in here, and also you can find yourself maybe in, just drop some comments down below with ideas. So just for example, like Empress Lizanne came across with the let's name one Meerkat Entertainer 1, and I was like, immediately I had this feeling in my stomach, like, oh my god, that must be, because it's been so funny to see these namings like Entertainer 455, and you exactly knew what happened to the other one 450 before. Either they couldn't swim or you had other issues. I don't know, but it's just been so fun. Also, I loved the idea of having the animals of the original entertainers as animals in this park. I really want to have an area in the park that is dedicated to the original entertainers. Maybe that's gonna be the next episode. I don't know, but oh boy, this was such a great idea. Thank you for whoever was that. We will also have like a lovely shrine at some point with the best comments from the series. So I'm gonna pick the best, I don't know, 10 comments, and they will be put on a wall, like a mural or something. Love it. One thing I want to specifically mention, because you're seeing this on screen right now, putting the glass dome below the water normally doesn't work when the water is already set. Just in case you are wondering, you've seen that on screen. This is possible due to free build, and I must admit, free build has become the most important mod in this game, and I would have never thought that at some point in the lifespan of Planet Zoo, or Planet Coaster back then even, that I will be so dependent on a mod like I am with free build. It is just pretty much impossible to play without for me anymore, and that's the weird part. It almost feels vanilla for me right now. So it's kind of, because I think, and the beauty of this mod is it doesn't take away from the game. It just doesn't do anything bad to the game. You don't receive an animal that you don't have else. You don't have like a janky, weird animation because it has to be sculpted on an animal that doesn't exist. Or you don't get something illegal. You don't have a money cheat or anything like that. It just does exactly what it does. It gives you all the freedom you need for building. Like, this is also perfect naming here. But oh boy, it's so powerful and so good. And all these weird restrictions that the game sometimes comes with are basically just gotten rid of, and this is just beautiful. And it's also weird because it shows that usually it should work. So you put it down and you don't have an issue. Like, you put the glass dome down and it doesn't crash the game, it doesn't make anything awkward. The only thing you obviously have to understand is you have to place it in a position where you don't have anything else sticking in there, because free build obviously wouldn't keep you away from doing exactly that. So that's that. But yeah, you've seen the general layout of the beaver and the raccoon habitat is already done, but we will talk about and look at this in the real-time part a little, because we will fix a couple of things. What we don't really look at too much is the camel habitat, and I should say dromedary habitat in this case, but it was something I wanted to do for a long while, because I have not really done any really nice dromedary habitat in any of my series, and frankly, this is not going to be a nice habitat. It's going to be more like a realistic, typical classic habitat, because as we go down this path of nostalgia and really being inspired by the original Rollercoaster Tycoon and maybe even Zoo Tycoon time, I thought it was just more fitting to have such a almost iconic, typical camel habitat in a zoo. That said, we're going to branch out and increase the size of the habitat, because I just went a little bit too small. It will work perfectly fine for the 3 individuals that will be in at the beginning, but as soon as they get more babies or we add some more, it's going to be too small, and I will rather give them a bit more backstage area. But other than that, I love the design of the habitat. It's so simple, and this is also why I included this into the episode. It's nothing that took ages to build, but it's so powerful, and it makes so much sense to also have it at the entrance. So I think at this point, we have some really beautiful animals at the beginning of our zoo. We've got the meerkats, we've got dromedary camels, we've got the beavers, and we've got the raccoons. We can see both the beavers and the meerkats from these underwater bubbles. I mean, you can also see the raccoons, but they don't do deep diving. I was actually wondering if it makes sense that they would receive a deep diving mechanic too in the future, because technically they can, and they are like quite nice in the water. So potentially that's an animal that could receive something like that in the future. I'm not even sure if they could use potentially the diving mechanic of either the bear or the cat. I'm just questioning right now. I think the bear would actually fit. If you scale down the bear animation of diving, I think this would almost fit perfectly fine on the raccoon. Anyway, it's just like a weird thought. But yeah, you can see making like a typical like wooden fence over here. Honestly, I love this a lot. But yeah, you can see I made like a little fake backstage path, which we are going to have working soon, but I have to drag it somewhere else in the next episode. But regarding the next episode, you should better stick with me till the end of the episode, because I will then have a couple of questions for you, have a bit of opportunities you can take, so ensure to be there to help me out for the next one. And for the timing, I'll try to have one episode of Leafy Lake now every single week, so that by the end of the year we should be done with the project to have like a very nice Christmas episode at the end. I really plan to make this end on the 24th or maybe 23rd of December with a special Christmas episode, because I think Leafy Lake could be the perfect area almost to create like a little Christmas market vibe going on. And I wanted to do this so badly already in Planet Zoo, and I haven't. I back in the day built this Yosemite area, if you remember, the Christmas market, and I will use some of these stalls in here too, just for the, I mean, it's kind of the nostalgia verse in here, you know, because it just taking in, like, Yosemite almost is nostalgia too. Speaking of which, perfect segue, almost as if I've made it up, but this is going to be the frog. No, but that's the most voted element you wanted to have, and this is obviously the wonderful Swan from Swan. I'm not like, how's it called? Well, the movie is called Black Swan, right? So Swan, maybe, I don't know. You know that animal, that nasty, aggressive duck. Okay, white, a big, aggressive white duck. Let's call it that one. And we've got this classic ride from the Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 game, and this is exactly what I'm building over here with some art shapes. Gotta say, it's not 100% perfect. I could have just gone a little bit further into some more pieces to make it a tiny bit more nice looking, but I like the final version I came up with. I just like it. I think it looks good enough to be selling the idea nicely enough, and I don't know, I like it. As I said, I could have made it a little bit more smooth and a little bit more nice looking. You'll see in a couple of seconds I will be adjusting a couple of these things here to make it look even better, but these things in real life are somewhat blocky and somewhat janky sometimes, and I wanted to go with this like original vibe of it. And usually these things would be pretty worn out. I tried to recolor some of the areas a little later on to make this look neat. And also I just wanted to make sure to look a little bit at the pieces, because this franchise zoom might actually become a little bit of an issue simply because of all the trees and stuff around. So I tried to save some pieces over here. And yeah, but I mean, this bicycle lower side is obviously the absolute perfect thing to have, because it just exactly is what you usually have in these boats, like to make them go. What I did forget to put down is like the actual mechanism that would power the boat forward, but we just imagine it is there. Yeah, and you know, I had a couple of issues with the beak area and where to put the eyes and stuff. You'll see I will have a different solution for that, which I do think I like a lot more than what I've done earlier. It still isn't the perfect one. I think I could have found a better piece, but at this point I was very happy with the one I am going to find in a couple of seconds on screen. It's like a wooden piece, and for some odd reasons I found like the wooden piece exactly with the texture and stuff very fitting, also with that little hole in the nose, as if this could be something where rope or something is tied to. So I liked the approach of this one. Tried to adjust the neck a little bit more, got some more of the wings in, and as you can see, I think it looks really decent, specifically from further away. And I wanted to have one of the boats being crashed in here as like a little play element for the raccoons and the beavers maybe, and then I just couple of more pier areas where the people could go there for having a boat. We still have to put something in the next episode, maybe like an info point here, or like a I don't know, something else to ensure that there would be like something that looks like as if they would be able to rent a boat here. Anyhow, that's been it with the time lapse. I really hope you enjoyed that, and now I hand you over to the real-time Rudi. Enjoy the rest of the episode and stick with me till the end. Alright, so we are in the real-time part, and now we can look at what we've created. Actually, I went a little bit nuts and did a lot more than I actually thought. Look at that, we have some offspring here. Mara had some offspring. Look at that. Hello, Mara. Where's your offspring? Is that the little one? Where's the little one? I gotcha. This is, no, that's not, where's the tiny one? Are you tiny? Look at them, all the different ones. Yeah, we have to give some more names to them, guys. As I said in the comments, you have to make sure to have more names available, because as we are growing our animal roster, we need more. Oh, she's about to have offspring. Okay, well, actually, then let's have a look. Where is she? There you go. Offspring imminent. Oh my god, no, wait. Can I need to go. Have I clipping disabled? What is going on here? Let me hit pause. I want to see that. Settings, and now graphics, and where is this? No, camera, and where is the clipping? Zoom B, disable collation. There you go. Why was that not disabled? Anyways, let's fly down here in one of their shelters. Are you Mara? Are you Mara? Wait a sec. Is it you? No, this is already a baby, isn't it? Wait, is that Mara? Ah, did we miss it? Is that already your baby, Mara? Why can I not click you? Wait, let's go to here again, and then let's see where Mara is. There you go, this is Mara, and so this is your baby, right? Oh my god, how cute! So, how are you called? We don't really have that many names left, so we have to just take one of the German names, and then we're gonna bring in the other ones you guys hopefully put in. So you can go nuts with names, because obviously we will have enough animals, specifically because I'm looking at species that get a lot of babies. So let's have a little look. Mara, Maurice, Kitty. Oh, there you go. Oh my god, 1, 2, 3 females. That's gonna be fun. Okay, let's go to zoo, and then we go to the females here. And Sola is gonna be Waltraud. This is gonna be Ursula, and that one is gonna be Elisabeth. So that is that. I really hope you guys come over with some other names as well. So I'm not gonna keep on naming them as of now. I just saw that the welfare is not really being so good over here. Let's have a little look at welfare. What is going on here? Nutrition, social. Hello? Are you not? What's gonna happen here? What the heck? Can't you get outside? Is that maybe the reason? Holy crap, beavers are quite big. Why can they not? Wait a sec. How about the stuffed rosable area? Okay, so okay, this is insane. How the hell are beavers that big? Okay, so in order to overcome this issue, just gonna give this a little more space, I guess. Is that doing the job? Is that doing the trick? Let's have a little look. I forgot how big they were. Okay, now they can go there all of a sudden, but they can't pass through here. Why? Okay, let me just drag that down. Oh wait, this is stuffed rosable. Let's go into the rosable area and then just click those dudes again. Hello. I mean, you must be able to get out here. Hello. So there you go. Yeah, now this is fine. This is all the way fine. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, I needed to check them anyways before we go on. So let's check the terrain. They don't have enough space? What the heck? This is quite a sizable habitat made. How is that not enough space? Okay, well, actually, you know what we're doing? It's relatively simple, I guess. We're going to put like some stones in here to make the land mass a little bit more sizable. That is actually pretty simple, I guess. So what we're going to do is, I'm just wondering if we should share, we are going to use them dynamic moss pieces. I think they are pretty fine. Where are they? There you go. These are the ones I was talking about. And we're going to utilize my most favorite piece for that, always aligning this with a raised path, because then we can go ensure that this is the highest area available. And then we can also just say, no, let's not do random rotation. I'm going to do it myself now. So let's just keep this. Also, this is fine because then we can also ensure we have some more space here. So it can actually, I think this is even like a good idea to have it that way, just to give it a bit more space in order to make them navigate through here. So they have enough. I mean, as you can see, swimmable area wasn't even that much, so I have to be careful with how much space I'm gonna give them. But I will try also. Let me just get to the tropical ones, because they have like a nice texture to be blended in here. As we can also use soil then to blend this in a bit more nice then. So let's just do this over here too. Okay, I think that's nice. Let's have a little test how that changes. Calculating. Oh boy. Okay, so we are making our way there. Just a couple of square meters left. How can we get some more space? Okay, so let me just check again the traversable area. Okay, so they fully are integrated. So how about let's just have a little look about these guys as well. Okay, it's pretty much the same for them too. They can also deep dive. Oh my god, is that the real number? That is insane. Why is this so big? Can I just... I think there's a problem with the navigation calculation over here. That is weird. Okay, so there's way too much sand in here and way too little soil, but that's something we can relatively easy fix. Let's just really quickly do that. So a bit more soil over here to blend this nicely. And same over here. Let's just do that this way. But basically getting rid of most of the sand is good, and we can also have some more short grass in between. I think this blends in very nicely. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Okay, in order to make this look really good, I think the best idea would now be to... I'm not sure if I want to bring in yet another stone. If maybe that is a little bit too irregular then, or maybe too weird, but I think... Yeah, and I think it's a good idea to have these things in here as well. I think this is just the way to go to connect these pieces. That makes it look nice. And you know what? This back area here is very unnecessary. And also, I just gotta align this here again with the path, because it just is not completely straight, but now it is. Okay, awesome. So let's just do the same here in the back. They don't need to dive here anyways. Okay, let's have a look what that does to the calculation. I mean, space-wise, that was pretty good in general. Is that already the new calculation? Huh. Okay, well actually then we should try to get rid of this one and just drag the whole area here out a little bit more to the front. Our crashed little boat then needs to move a little, because I want to still have that here. So I'm just going to move this over to the side. And what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to go and continue dropping a little bit more stones in here, to just have even more traversable area for them in the center of this area. But I want to also make sure that they still can dive, and in the back there is still enough diveable area, I guess. So I'm just gonna bring in another stone here just to see if that works properly. So I have to just navigate around there. I think this is nice and makes also the shoreline look a bit more interesting. Let's drag in one of these dynamic moss ones as well, just to change the texture ever so slightly. Just not make that all, I mean, we do have some stuff there. And there we go, just a bit of moss in there too. Cool. I didn't even want to do so long of a real-time part here. What a long episode that's gonna be. So let's have a look if that now fits. Okay, well, that's good. We can still do it in the future if needed, but they do good. And how about our raccoon friends? This is not a raccoon. Where's the raccoon though? Is the raccoon diving? Is the raccoon sitting in here? That's the other beaver. Benaim is doing good. Where are my raccoon friends? There's one. Hello, don't move so quickly, please. Okay, so that is all good, to be honest. And this is all good, to be honest. So enrichment, everything looks good. Bit of more toy stuff can be in the future. But oh my god, where does the snow come from? Oh boy, okay, so camels will be freaking... Okay, size-wise, this habitat is good, but there is way too little sand because all the snow right now. They will have an issue with the temperature rather soon. So let's just throw in a heater right away, because they will... most likely request it anyways. I think I'm gonna put the heater. Yeah, well, let's put it in the center here. I'm not sure how big the area of influence is, but the range is okay. Well, we can... Let's not go to... I mean, 24-ish degrees should be fine. So there you go. Okay, I didn't even know that this is snow time now in May. What the heck? This climate change is going nuts again. So yeah, I was about to I mean, I knew that they will require more space. I will actually enlarge the habitat to the backside here if needed. But for the moment, they still have it. Can they escape, by the way? They can't. Okay, so that's good. How about the little one? A little camel? Oh, there is like a tiny chance of escaping here. Is that just because of the barrier being... Yeah, exactly. Let's drag the barrier here. Hopefully that didn't make the habitat invalid, but okay. And the little one is just gonna be called Rudi, just because it works. Oh no, that doesn't work, because it's not male. Female Rudi. There you go. Problem fixed. Okay. Sorry, I'm so stupid. Okay, never mind. This has been a great episode, and we're left off in May with some snow. Honestly, the RCT Classic vibe in snow is ridiculous. And also, I like the fact that they're going into the slide now. I think that's really cool. We are still missing out on the connection to this bubble down here. So this one is not connected. Oh my god, it looks like a star. Like a sky with stars in here. Can I also go enter the camera view? Oh my god, that looks freaking cool. Yeah, we have to do a bit of a styling for the ground as we go there, but for the moment that is all good. Yeah, we just have to put the entrance somewhere of this dome. I think the best way of doing it would be to the back here. So, I mean, as we have the barrier here, we can just do it like so, and then just kind of connect this to the building and just try to ensure that this looks like... These things are just freaking big, and I hate it. But okay, we're just going to connect this so people can actually go into there, and this is the dome beaver, whatever. So that's a good way of putting it down, by the way, with a free build. Otherwise, this wouldn't have worked. And we do have our little swan ride thingies over here, which I'm a big fan of. Didn't really talk about too much in the real-time part, but man, I love it. Okay, cool. Guys, that's been it. A long episode. Again, make sure to drop all the name suggestions down that you have, because I really want to name all the animals we have. We can get some babies from them, and we will also do some more animals that will have more babies just to sell them, because as you can see, I need to also focus on conservation credits. Make sure to get some more suggestions in for animals. We still have some for the next episodes, but I need some more. What we should do. This is episode number 2 of 10, so the next one will also cover some more stuff again. So make sure to, you know, drop all the infos and ideas down below in the comments, and I will be with you in the next one. Until then, have a good time and goodbye.